Hey guys, Billy Pop here. I've just got a big, huge fucking video update here for you, and I've got another one coming up. Got a lot of shit coming in on Amazon, uh, but right now I'm gonna do a huge stack. Probably gonna be 2 videos or so. So let's get started. So I bought 3 Extremes a while back, and so I picked up the sequel. I haven't even watched the first one. By the way, I picked up a lot of movies, like 20 movies for like $60 at a movie rental place that I think may or may not be going out of business, Hollywood Video in Grand Prairie. But I found this there, so I was like, fucking right. So hopefully it's awesome. Still haven't watched the first one, so I don't know. Probably should start getting into that before I buy a bunch of crap I don't want. Um, Next up, movie I've heard a lot about, never watched it yet. Antisocial. Uh, Yeah, I honestly don't know anything about this other than I heard I think it's fairly shocking, but I'm not really entirely sure. So hopefully that's good. Another one I picked up is, been meaning to pick this up for a while, just strictly because Catherine Isabel's in it, and I'm a huge fan of her. I think she's hot as hell. And that is 13 Eerie. I've seen part of this, I should say. I haven't watched the whole thing yet. To be honest, wasn't really that impressed by what I saw, but I figured if I buy it, I'll definitely give it a second chance. Next up, picked up Chillerama. Haven't seen this either. I heard a lot about it. I remember when it came out and I was reading about it and stuff. So this is probably going to be really awesome. I know Adam Green or something directs in this and stuff. So just the cover itself looks amazing. Next up, got a bare bones edition. It's the only one they had. So, but I need this movie, and I'm probably gonna get a better version of it eventually. But The Blob, the '80s one. I love this movie. It's an awesome fucking '80s movie. Great effects. Next up, another one I've heard a lot about, and haven't seen it. Big Bad Wolves. I don't know anything about this other than I'm going to assume these are bad people on the cover here. So there's that one. Next up, because I have the original and I've never ever decided to check out the remake, I figured I'd pick up Black Christmas. It's fairly cheap anyway, so grab that up. Next up, I believe, I can't remember where I heard about this, but I think it was through Moods. This one is Feed. I'm pretty sure I was looking through his his video collection videos or whatever, and I think I found this in there, or I seen that in there, and it sounded pretty cool, so I grabbed it. Next up, I don't know why I got this other than I looked at it and I seen that Robert Englund's in this and Corey Taylor from Slipknot. So it's like, well, it'd be funny to see Corey Taylor act anyway. So maybe he's good. I don't know. But I picked up Fear Clinic. Came with a slip box, which was nice. So that's cool. Um, Next up, one that I've started a million times but haven't finished, but heard millions of good things about it. House of the Devil. Definitely something I've been wanting to watch all the way through for a while now. Kind of has the same feel as High Tension a little bit from what I saw from what I saw. Next up here, we got a movie that I only seen once, and I think I was drunk when I watched it, so I don't really remember it. Uh, but We Are What We Are. Like I said, I got lots of these for super cheap, so unlike, man, the load that's coming in from Amazon, oh, is it gonna be a sick fucking load, man? People are gonna be. Well, I'm really excited anyway. Next up, I found the Criterion release of Videodrome, and I've never owned a copy of this, and I actually just watched it all the way through for the first time last night, and it was fucking wicked, man. I gotta get more Cronenberg stuff. Uh, Cronenberg is awesome, man. So far, everything I've seen, which isn't much. I watched The Fly and The Fly 2. I don't even know if he's part of the sequel. Next up, you might remember I picked up a VHS of a movie called They Crawl. Never seen it before, and now I have a chance because I don't have a VHS player. But yeah, I got They Crawl on DVD now, so now I can check it out and see how terrible this fucking thing's gonna be. I can't imagine it's gonna be very good, but we'll see. Next up, I don't have House on Sorority Row, but I've been meaning to get it. But and so I picked up Sorority Row. Figured whatever. 90s movie, I might not like it because of that. I'm not a huge fan of 90s. Seems like there's a lot of Scream ripoffs and stuff, but we'll see. Next up is I need the sequel to this, but I found the third one, so I got the first one and the third one anyway. And that is I love, and this is my favorite one actually in the series. Most people wouldn't agree at all with that, but Beyond Reanimator. I was like, hooray, got that one. I like this movie. I don't know what people have against it. I think it's fun. Next up, uh, my name is Bruce. I might even have this already, honestly, but I was like, if I don't, I'm gonna grab it and then whatever. I'll probably just give it away. I do have an extra copy of The Omen, by the way. If anyone's interested, I accidentally bought it and I forgot I already had it. So yeah, and the version I had was better anyway. Before next up, Clive Barker adaptation. I didn't like this the first time I watched it, but a couple horror buff friends of mine were like, "You should probably give it a second chance." So I'm going to. And that is Midnight Meat Train. Uh, Whatever, like I said, cheap, so I figured whatever. I kind of went on a spree today. Here's one that I was going to buy a few times just because it looked ridiculous, and my friend kept telling me to buy it just because he wanted to see it, so I finally picked it up. I don't know if it'll be any good, but it's called I Sell the Dead. It's probably terrible. It looks like it's really, really low budget, but we'll see. Next up, a movie I've heard a lot about but have never watched it, and I think I'm probably going to like this one. It is entitled Innkeepers, or The Innkeepers. It looks kind of Evil Deadish, so I'm probably going to like this. I'm hoping. Next up is the. Well, I have Invasion of the Body Snatchers, so I figured I'd pick up Body Snatchers. I don't know if it's a remake or a sequel or what it is. I think it's a sequel, though. I can't really tell. It says the invasion continues there, so maybe it's a sequel. Anyways, guys, I'll move on to part 2 in the next video, and that'll be the Blu-rays.